Okay, hi everyone. This is Chaim Alexander from ThriveToInfinity.com and TripleUVitality.com. So today I'm going to be answering some questions. We're in February 2018, so I'm going to be answering some questions that were emailed to us, specifically to me, and I'm going to go over several of these questions that were emailed to me. Let's start with the first question. So this person asked, my whole life I've had this sense of struggle and fighting for what I want. At the moment, I'm having challenges conceiving and would love some help to support my body. Okay, so great question. One thing that's missing here is I'm not sure what your age is, so that would be a little bit more, I will be able to give you a little better guidance. But in general, so when someone is struggling and fighting, they're having a sense of struggle and fighting, usually they're feeling a lot of anger and frustration. So in Qigong science, anger and frustration is connected to the liver. So in Qigong therapy, what we will do is work on removing some anger and frustration. So that will be the first step. And also issues with like anger and frustration affect the ovaries. So that's another thing that you want to look at. So you want to look at removing the stagnant qi that's in that area, in the liver area. So by removing the frustration and anger, that would go a long way with helping you with conceiving. Also, just working on why is everything. You have that feeling that always everything is a struggle and fighting. That's a little more deeper. I would need to know a little bit more about your history to address that part. But in general, when you remove the anger and frustration, then that sense of struggle and fighting will be a lot less. And then the other part would be, challenges conceiving. Something to support that would be to increase your dantian qi, or your kidney qi. So once you increase that area with qi, because remember, to conceive, you need a lot of energy. And so because you're creating something, anything that's creative or you're creating, so like, for example, if someone wants to create something new, they need a lot of energy for that. So to create a new life, you need a lot of energy from that. And then if you're saying for your whole life you are feeling, you have the sense of struggle and fighting. So basically, the emotion I would say behind that could be, anger and frustration. And anger and frustration, or any negative emotions, or any emotions, pretty much, they drain, even the positive emotions too. They drain qi. This is coming from the Qigong science and therapy perspective. So if you are draining your qi because you're in constant anger or you're constantly frustrated, then it's going to be kind of tough for you to conceive because you don't have enough qi in your kidneys and your dantian, which those both support in conceiving. So to make it short to the point, is basically removing the anger and frustration qi from your system and increasing your dantian and kidney qi. So next question. How do I do that? Huh? Okay, here's the next question. What is the cause of my hormone imbalance and excess weight? 15, 20 pounds. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball here, so I don't want to guess. If I knew a little bit about your history, I could maybe tell you what's the cause. And I'm not very big on causes as much, as long as by addressing the cause provides the solution. And sometimes it may not, addressing the cause may not provide the solution. So I don't know what's causing your hormonal imbalances and your excess weight. Okay, what is going on with my health? So many problems: stiff and weak muscles, electrolytes out of balance, uncontrolled blood pressure and sugars, thyroid nodules, insomnia, and a pacemaker. Doctor can't seem to find underlying problem. Please help. I am at my wit's end. Okay, so you have many things going on here, and from the Qigong therapy perspective, anytime you have heart issues, that's the number one you address first. So in your case, you're asking me, so what I would suggest you is to address that first. When you address the heart issues, then everything else. Because in Qigong therapy, we say once the heart stops, that's it. It doesn't matter if you, fix the thyroid. If the heart stops, it stops, right? So, and then you're saying you have some sugar problems that also, I'm going to say you probably also have a pancreas issue, not only a thyroid issue. So, and then pancreas is strongly connected with the liver, so there may be something going on also with the liver or gallbladder. So you have several things going on here. So my thing, if you ask me, I would say first start with addressing the heart, work on the heart, and then as that improves, then everything else can improve, because what's going to happen is that the body is going to shut down everything else, or slow it down, not totally shut it down, but slow down all the other functions so it can support the heart. This is coming again from the Qigong therapy perspective. So if the heart is not functioning well, then it recruits, forces from other areas of the body, other systems of the body. Because again, if the heart stops, everything else shuts down. So now, if you'd like me to assist you further in this one, the best program for that will be my Triple Vitality program. And then there, I can assist you to go from where you're at now to being in full vitality. Okay, I have dermatitis on my eyelids. What is the best way to use Quantum In Plus on this area? Okay, so this is a specific supplement he's talking about, or she. Very simple. In addition to taking it orally, so you got to take it several times a day orally. In addition to that, just put it on your eyelids. It's okay for it to go in the eyes. It's actually pretty good to go inside your eyes. It actually cleans out the eyes too. Many people have reported that they see a lot better after they put drops in the eye. So yeah, just put it on your eyes several times a day. On your eyelids, and if some of it goes inside your eye, it's fine. But remember, it's also internally, so it's not only, you're not going to only put it topically, it's also taking it orally. Okay, next question. If you lose some of your teeth, or resolving a karma when you go to the dentist, can your teeth grow back? Okay, so this is a UN method question. So in UN method question, we have things about karma and causes. Usually when you have some kind of issue, there's some kind of karma behind it. I have not seen any cases or heard of any cases where somebody did the UN method and their teeth came back. In general, when you have some kind of issue with anybody, be it a health care professional or any kind of professional, UN methods, we usually say that there is some karma behind it, so you want to clear the karma. I've heard some stories about people growing their teeth back from other methods, but I have not found anyone, personally that I met that said, oh yeah, it worked for me. I know that stem cell research is up and coming, and you may find it if you want to do some stem cell therapy to grow your teeth back. I know they're doing that now a lot with cartilage and other things pretty successfully, discs, the spine, and some other things. So you may do some research and see if there's any stem cell therapy for growing your teeth back. That may be an avenue for you to check out. Okay, the next question here is, I have problems with obesity. I've tried everything and nothing works. Is it possible to lose 65 pounds at least? Okay, so I'm going to give you a general answer because, again, I don't know much about your history, but in Qigong therapy, when someone has a difficult time losing weight, there are several things going on. One of them has to do with the pancreas, and so as a result of the pancreas qi not functioning so well, um, you start holding on to a lot of water weight. So a lot of people have a difficult time losing weight. Even if they fast or they eat, they still gain weight. If they think about food, they gain weight. So what we want to do is work on the pancreas qi, and that will improve it. And then to lose 65 pounds. So the second part of it is also is that if your metabolism is slow and you're having a hard time losing weight, it also has to do with the dantian qi. So in traditional Chinese medicine, they talk about the fire, the walk, and the steam. So basically, what you want is those three things to function well. So the fire would be like your kidneys and your dantian. So that would be the fire, and then the walk is your pancreas, which is on top of it, and then your lungs is the steam. So what happens is that it's like you're cooking some food, for example. So there's the fire, it cooks the food. The food creates steam. The steam goes into your lungs, and then the steam drops back down to the kidney area and goes in a circle. So if the fire is low, then you will not be able to digest food well. In other words, your body is not able to take the nutrients and the qi from the food, and therefore your metabolism slows down and you gain weight. So in your case, I would say the two main things that you would want to work on is, one is the pancreas qi, not the spleen, the pancreas qi, and then increasing the dantian qi so it builds that fire. And then what you will find is you'll have an easier time to lose weight. So those two things. Okay, go to the next question. Hi, Chaim. Is there anything to help with long-standing condition in both feet that is diagnosed as psoriasis? What is it all about, and all the intense itching and certain foods that trigger it? Thank you. Okay. So first, about psoriasis. Most doctors or doctors who are from systems of the Far East, like traditional Chinese medicine, Japanese medicine, Tibetan medicine, Indian traditional medicines, they shy away from skin conditions. Why? Because skin conditions are very, very difficult to resolve. So they shy away. And then the ones who do specialize in it will tell you that it will take minimum of like 1 to 2 years to start to see any kind of significant improvement. And they will tell you that it will take you, it will get worse before it gets better. And so a lot of times people don't follow through with that type of program. So that's why it's very difficult for most people to resolve psoriasis. In the modern holistic approaches, they will suggest you to go on these specific elimination diets, and again, they will tell you it takes a very long time and don't eat certain foods, etc., etc. From my experience and my research, I found that there is actually a faster and quicker way to get rid of psoriasis, and that is removing toxins from your system. So in most cases today, a big contributor to psoriasis is is um, toxins, and these toxins you're getting in from many places. The air that you breathe, the water that you are drinking, the food that you're eating, right? The body care products that you use, the beauty products that you use, anything from like the hygiene products that you're using. So if you're a male, you're brushing your teeth, female, so they do that. Females, when they're using like pads and tampons, they're full of chemicals. All of those things that you put on have toxins in there. There are many different types of toxins. So it's in the food, in the water, in the air, and anything that you're putting on your body or putting in your body. Um, so the first thing my suggestion to you is you stop all of that. So that means, what shampoo are you using? What soap are you using? Are they full of toxic chemicals? So you want to go to where it's chemical free, all natural, the food that you're eating, the fluids that you're drinking. Like, for example, if you're drinking coffee and teas, most coffees and teas are full of toxins in it. So you want to make sure that the coffee you're drinking is not full of toxins, and the teas that you're drinking are not full of toxins. So even if it's supposedly a healthy tea, you have to check to see, if it's full of pesticides, herbicides, etc., because many of the teas are full of it. So that would be the first. The first stage would be to stop putting all the heavy toxicity in your body. So when you start adding up all the things that you're doing throughout the day, 24/7, you will see that if it's brushing your teeth 2 or 3 times a day, washing your face several times a day, taking a shower once or twice a day, drinking, if you're drinking sodas, coffee, several times a day. All of that adds up, and that's why it's very difficult to get rid of it, because the cause in this case would be all those toxins. And then the second part of it is to remove whatever toxins you already have in your system. And once you start removing those toxins out of your system, then you will find that it's going to start clearing up. So it's a 2-stage thing. First, stop putting, putting these toxins inside your system, and then remove them out of your system. Next question: what things should I do? Should I check for blood sugar problems? What things should I check for blood sugar problems? Very simple. You can just take a fasting blood sugar test. That's it. Fasting blood sugar test. That'll give you a good baseline. Any suggestions for dealing with mold? Okay, so I'm assuming this is mold inside your body, not on, in your house. So inside your body with mold. So the first thing that you want to so the first thing that you want to do is remove toxins from your body, heavy metals specifically. As studies have been shown that the more heavy metals you have in your system, the more your body attracts mold and parasites and funguses. All right, so mold is a fungus. So you want to, so that's the first thing. So you want to first stop ingesting heavy metals, be it from when you put it on your body or coming in from where you're eating it or drinking it, stuff like that. So you want to stop eating stuff that has heavy metals in it, and that will be the first step. If you don't, then it's going to be very difficult for you to get rid of the mold, because the heavy metals is going to that's their feeding ground. You're making your body a comfortable place for them to live, so they're not going to want to leave so easily. So stay away from stuff that has heavy metals toxicity in them, and you can find them in the foods like coffee, teas, and other foods. artificial ingredients may have. Also, you want to stay away from. The other thing is check like beauty products or hygiene products or body care products. You want to make sure that they're all natural. That's another thing you want to check. Any kind of lotions, etc. And then you want to do clean your body from remove your body from clean your body, remove the toxins out of your body from heavy metals. So once you start removing the heavy metals out of your body, you'll find many of these things that remove heavy metals also remove mold. And then that will be what I would suggest. Another thing also is the studies have shown that if you are around EMF, electromagnetic energy, it actually multiplies the amount of mold that's in your system, so it increases the rate of them to reproducing themselves by a significant number. So you may want to look into some type of EMF thing. I don't really have much of suggestions. I mean I do have some, but and you can email me privately, and then I can tell you which ones they are. The reason why is because this is going to be a video, and things may change. Sometimes companies change, and then the stuff that the products are no longer as effective as it was before. So if you want, you can just email me that. But trying to stay away from as much as you can from EMF, especially when you're sleeping. Don't keep your cell phone near your body, etc. But they've shown that EMF actually multiplies the mold growing in your body and outside of your body. So that would be another suggestion. Okay, that was the last question. Thank you so much, and I'll connect with you guys soon again.